Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. So today I have another unboxing for you guys, and this is the SENCUT Acumen, as you can see right there. Now this caught my attention because I was unfortunately on Amazon. You guys know how that goes once you get onto Amazon, but I just did the Actium, or the SENCUT Actium, customized that knife, and it was surprisingly really good. The quality, the materials were decent, but the quality and the way just everything functioned was really good. I saw this knife and I had to give it a shot. It was only $45, and it's a really good price for a budget knife, and that's what I'm calling this, is a budget knife. So let's open this and see what we got going on the inside. And this knife was, well, before I get into it, the packaging isn't the greatest, but it is doable. It does hold the knife in there. There's a scratch on here. I don't know what that's from, but I'm not expecting too much in here. Probably no stickers. That would really surprise me. If I can get this open, there we go. I'm breaking the whole box open. So we'll slide this out, and it comes in a plastic bag, silica bag, and no sticker, which is fine. Again, $45 knife. And we will just get a really close look at it. And as you guys can see, I got the purple and black variation, which this coloration just caught my eye. I just have a weakness for purple and black. It just has like a royal look to it. But I believe they have a natural G10, a black version, and then I believe a red version. But I'll leave a link down below where you guys can pick one of these up if you guys are thinking about it, and hopefully this unboxing makes that decision a little bit easier. So I'm hoping this knife is good. So let's just take a quick close look at it. So you have a little bit of texture on that G10. You have the deployment hole, reminds me a lot of the CRKT or anything Jesper Voxness puts out. You have a flipper tab. Let's see here, all black hardware, I believe. Yeah, all black hardware, blacked out deep carry pocket clip, which is reversible, so that's cool. Recessed screws. The pocket clip isn't recessed, but it's never really been an issue for me. So yeah, all blacked out hardware. No back spacer, but you do have satin finished 3 standoffs right there. And then you have a smaller one where the lanyard could feed through. So that's a pretty interesting take on it, instead of putting the lanyard hole through it. Big fan of that. So let's check out the action on this thing. So we'll start off with the flipper tab. So very good, flies right out. Let's see, I'm curious to see if I can fail this thing. Since this is a budget knife, I'm going to try my hardest here to fail it. Okay, so I'm trying to see where the D10 will let it go, and again, I'm really trying here to fail it. So I'd say the D10 is set perfectly, because I want to put very little pressure, but as soon as I pull it, it flies right out. So that's really good. And we will see if we can spite it. Yep, no problem. The drop action is really smooth too, but Spidey flick, no problem. Feels good, flies right out. And then we do the thumb, which is no problem at all. So the 3 ways of deployment work perfectly. And I'm looking at the centering here. It's perfectly centered. Let's see if I can get that for you guys. Again, $45. Just, it blows my mind what SENCUT is doing. But then again, they are the brother company of Civivi. I gotta say, the black finish, the black wash finish on the blade is just gorgeous. Hopefully one day I can get to this level and figure out how to get it this dark, but just love that black wash finish. Looks really good. And the blade steel is, let's see here, oh, there it is on the flipper tab. 9CR18 MOV. So you're getting a pretty decent steel here. And the markings on the blade are very minimal. I mean, other than the SENCUT logo or brand name. But this side is just beautiful since it's all black, and then they put the steel just on the flipper tab, which I really appreciate because it gives more attention to just the blade itself. And I was going to mention the drop shut action on this is really good. This is riding on bearings. I'm not sure if it's ceramic or steel. I'll leave that up on screen if it is ceramic or steel. But the drop shut action is very good. Barely have to give it any wiggle, and it will drop shut, which is awesome, especially again for the price point. And access to the liner lock here is, I'd say, is decent. It's popping out just a little bit, so they did put a little extra cutout on the top scale, so you do have access to it. I wouldn't say it's easy to get to, and I wouldn't say it's difficult to get to. It's not bad. Luckily, it's jimped here on the inside of the liner, so my thumb has some traction, but it's not bad. And that detent is actually pretty early, so there it is right there. Barely moves, so right there it's hitting. So as soon as it hits your thumb here, when you release it, you can get it out and just wiggle it shut, which is awesome. And let's check out the Ergos before I give it more praise. So yeah, surprisingly comfortable. Let's see here, the front finger choil, not the front finger choil, but the sharpening choil, I guess could be used. If you're careful, you could use it as a front finger choil, but just the regular way you're supposed to hold it actually feels really comfortable. The only issue I'm feeling is the back of that deep carry pocket clip. It's actually digging into the back of my palm, which is interesting. I figured it would be the tip of the pocket clip, but it's actually the back of it. But more than likely when I customize this, because we all know I am going to customize this, but I'm going to customize my own pocket clip. It's the only issue Ergos wise. Other than that, really comfortable. The thumb lands in a very comfortable spot on the blade, which I just realized is crazy thin. And it does have some chamfering, so it feels a little bit like it's crowned. So that's pleasant in hand. Reverse carry is really good too. Yeah, surprisingly well. This choil here pokes my ring finger just a little bit, but it's not terrible. Other than that, really great so far. I will definitely pocket this for the next few weeks and let you know how this thing turns out. And yeah, again, $45, crazy good deal. I'll leave a link down below where you guys can pick one of these up. Again, they do have other variations of color. And another thing on the blade is that it is a full flat grind on both sides, all the way to the top. And let's see if I can get this on camera. So you can see right there, all the way to the top. So a very thin blade and very light blade. And this knife isn't crazy big. I'd say it's a medium-sized knife. So I just want to do a quick comparison for you guys. We have the Benchmade mini bug out right here. So I'd say it's a little bit bigger than the Benchmade by an inch or so. So we have that. We can compare it to the QSP Penguin, which I'd say is about, it's about the exact same size. And then we have the Spyderco Para 3 Lightweight, which is, say, just a hair bigger than the SENCUT. But that is, again, not a crazy big knife. I guess the last thing to check is how sharp this blade comes. Hopefully it's sharp. Okay, so it's cutting the paper. Let's see if the tip is sharp. Oh yeah, all the way to the tip. Well, it's safe to say that this thing is very sharp, which is always a plus. Again, $45, you guys. It's looking good already. So again, I'm going to pocket this for a couple weeks and I'll let you guys know how this thing does. And I will be doing a top 10 budget-friendly knives videos here pretty soon for the holidays, just in case you guys need some help deciding on what knives to give to your friends and loved ones for the holidays. And I'll also keep you guys updated on what I will be customizing this knife with, because we all know that's coming. And I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for the support, and I will see you guys on the next one.